the smallest country in the world, also happens to be the richest religious institution on earth. Golden halls, priceless art, secret archives. And behind all of it, a fortune no one can fully calculate. Yes, this is the Vatican. But here's the part almost nobody thinks about. This wealth didn't fall from the sky. It didn't appear overnight. It wasn't a miracle. It was built. Slowly. Strategically. Over centuries. With faith, yes, but also with power, politics, and deals that would surprise a lot of believers. This isn't a story about theology. This is the story of how one of history's greatest financial empires was created. Let's begin. Chapter 1. It all starts with one imperial decision, 313 AD. Roman Emperor Constantine signs a document that changes history forever, the Edict of Milan. Suddenly, Christianity isn't a hunted underground movement anymore. It's a state-approved religion, with the full force of imperial power behind it. And power always attracts one thing: money. Nobles donate land, emperors pour gold into churches. Constantine himself funds the first St. Peter's Basilica. The message is clear. Holiness doesn't have to mean poverty. Chapter 2. The most effective tax system in history. The tithe. Fast forward to the Middle Ages. The Church creates one of its strongest financial engines. The tithe. 10% of everyone's income. Think of it like a subscription you can't cancel. Because if you try, you're not just breaking a rule, you're risking your soul, and it works. By the year 1000, the Church owns 1/3 of all land in Western Europe. This isn't just a religious institution anymore. It's an economic superpower. Chapter 3. When forgiveness came with a price tag. Indulgences. By the 11th century, a brand new revenue stream emerges. Indulgences. Donate and your sins, and even your loved ones' sins, can be reduced. It sounds strange now. Back then, it was revolutionary and unbelievably profitable. It didn't just build churches, it financed wars. Chapter 4. The Crusades, and the cost of holy war. The Crusades weren't only about faith. Like any major conflict, they were also about wealth and influence. Armies needed funding. And the Church found ways to get it. New taxes, new fees, more indulgences. When Crusaders captured cities, treasure and land flowed back to the papacy. By the end, the Church wasn't just a spiritual authority. It was a political force that rivaled kings. Chapter 5. The Renaissance. Popes or princes. Enter the Renaissance. Popes begin acting less like religious leaders and more like monarchs, lavish courts, giant art commissions, and one massive project above all: the new St. Peter's Basilica. Beautiful? Yes. Cheap? Absolutely not. So the Vatican doubles down on indulgences. Traveling preachers sell certificates promising shorter time in purgatory. The most famous salesman, Johann Tetzel, even delivers the legendary line, "When a coin in the coffer rings, a soul from purgatory springs." Ordinary people empty their pockets in fear and hope. Meanwhile, Renaissance popes live in luxury worthy of emperors, but every financial bubble eventually bursts. Chapter 6. Martin Luther breaks the system. Martin Luther nails his 95 Theses to the church door in Wittenberg. His message is simple: you can't sell salvation. This is a fraud. Europe explodes, nations split, and indulgences, the Church's financial engine, become the symbol of corruption. The system finally cracks. Chapter 7. The Vatican loses its land, but not its money. Jump to 1870. Italy unifies and seizes the Papal States. The Vatican loses nearly all its territory and most of its income, overnight. Everyone assumes the Vatican's political power is finished, but they're wrong. Chapter 8. The 20th century. The rebirth of Vatican wealth. Mussolini signs the Lateran Treaty with the Vatican. The deal? The Church gets its own sovereign country, Vatican City, and a massive financial settlement worth billions in today's money. With that money, the Vatican creates its own financial institution, the Institute for Works of Religion, the Vatican Bank. The name sounds innocent. The reality? A secretive global financial player. During the Cold War, it funnels money into political causes. In the 1980s, it becomes entangled in the Banco Ambrosiano scandal. Billions disappear, and a banker known as God's banker is found dead under a bridge in London. Murder. From then on, one thing is clear. This isn't just a religious organization, it's one of the most mysterious financial networks in the world. Final chapter. So how rich is the Vatican today? Truth is, nobody outside the Vatican knows its art is priceless. Its real estate spans continents. Its investments are hidden behind layers of institutions. The public budgets look small, but history shows that appearances don't always tell the real story. Because here's the truth. This wealth wasn't earned through miracles. It was built using the same tools as every powerful empire: taxes, land, indulgences, political deals, and complex banking networks. This isn't just a religious story. This is a story about power. And the system still operates today. So the next time an institution tells you it survives only through faith, ask one simple question. Who benefits from that faith? And where does the money actually go? Because history teaches us one lesson over and over. Where there is power, there is money. And money is never an accident.